Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing the hourly bullet arena on lichess.org. It is Monday, about to be 3 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, and we have a pretty big list of players going on right here, and probably more to join as this tournament kicks off. So let's see what happens. I'm right here, 2486 in bullet, and we have a 2300 playing. Ron Depp, he's made several appearances in bullet videos. 2102. Tony's playing actually 2144 down there. So maybe I'll have to use the Berserk button. It's very possible that I'll have to do that. So, all right, first opponent, Chess Nightmare. Go figure, we have a 2300 in our first game. The pairing algorithm might be such that you're set up to play high-rated people like this early on in the tournament. I could be wrong about that, but that's sort of my impression. All right. So we have like a King's Indian type position. I'm just going to expand. I don't see why not, given the way he's played this position. Let's go d5. A little bit leery of weakening my knight on c3, but I think it's okay. I can try to push him back now. Let's go f4. And eventually, ooh, I dropped the pawn on c4. That was not good. He didn't notice. Eventually, I hope to break in the center somehow. Could be a little bit tricky, but I think now we're going to get a good position where he has trouble with his backward d-pawn. Let's pin him. The sounds are rather low right now. I might have to change that. I actually could have taken d6. Off to a slightly rocky start here. Let's go here. Okay, I can take that. His knight is basically trapped now, isn't it? There's no squares for this guy. That was a clever move, though. Let's do this, and then we'll take here. Okay, now I can swing my queen over to h3. This is tremendous. Yeah, this is pretty much all over, I think. Well, let's defend this, first of all. Well, actually, I have mate on h7. I'm going to turn my sounds up just a little bit. Back to tournament first. Okay, so we won our first game against the 2300. That was helpful because we plummet him and make it harder for him to go on a doubling streak later if he sticks around and plays the whole tournament. All right, so we have Lesned in the second round. I'm not going to go Berserk yet. I'm just going to wait and see how the first part of this tournament pans out. Let's go bishop f5, get the bishop outside the chain. I like to drop the bishop back to g6 in this case. Let them be the one to trade. Let's go here. I'll play g5. This is kind of an interesting move. He can't... Actually, he can take it. I was trying to play g4, but he can just take that pawn. I guess I confused him enough that he got worried about taking it. Okay, well, all's well that ends well. All right, let's go queen f6. This is the first chess I've played all day, so forgive me if I'm a little shaky. If he plays a rook to f1, I'll take on e3, and then I have knight d3 coming. That looks pretty good. Yeah, he has trouble here. Yeah, so now this, and if he puts a rook on e1, well, okay, he dropped the exchange. Has to take that way. I'll castle queenside. This pawn is hanging. I can go rook h2 next, maybe, and pin him. Yeah, maybe double up and rook h1. Well, let's go here, actually, because he can barely move. He's going to try to get out of this pin situation, but it's not easy. I'll just... Oh, boy. Okay. He can take there, but I take his queen. I'm really shaky right now, guys. I'm sorry. This could be an interesting tournament. And I didn't even just wake up. I just haven't played any chess today. Let's take this guy. Because I totally didn't see right there that I was actually hanging my queen. It wasn't really a queen hang, per se, but I should have seen that knight takes f3 was possible. All right, so X Swati and Ron Depp are both 2 and 2. We're in doubling territory with them. Okay, we have 1700. Let's try to win this game. And try to not make any blunders. See if he plays. It's not good when they take a lot of time at the start. It slows down the action. We want the opponents who play right away. Well, let's take this and then play bishop f4. h6 is kind of a useless move. It's not a very constructive move. Okay, so now I'll play like a standard minority attack. That's probably what I'll do. Play for b4. Oh, he's going to try to beat me to the punch. Let's go here and see if he takes on f3. He very well might, because if not, I play knight e5. Okay, we'll maneuver this knight over to the king side. Let's go here, see if he captures and wants to help my knight get to the promised land. This rook has nothing to do on b1 anywhere, so we might as well reposition it. That was a cheapo threat on that pawn that we easily deal with. I'm going to go knight f4 next move, I think. After he moves the queen. And then maybe knight d3. Ooh, he's giving me the bishops. I don't know about this. I like those bishops. Now I can double my rooks. He has trouble moving this knight because he loses this pawn as soon as he does that. Bishop takes h6 might be a threat. I can use that to pick off another pawn. Let's just go bishop e5. Now his knight is way off sides. I'm threatening bishop g6. Nearly. Yeah, he's just running out of squares with that piece. Let's go here. And then we'll go back to... Oh, okay. Discovered check on his king. This is not good for him. We'll just go here. He can take my bishop, but I take his knight on b8. Back to tournament. We're in doubling territory. Ron Depp just berserked, so he's currently nursing a 1-point lead over us. This player is also one that I played recently. 1-2, 1-2. Let's go here and see if they play e4 so we can take. He does not. Actually goes for d4. It's a little surprising. Let's go knight e4 and see if they'll do a capture. We'll take here and then play f5. I just want to stop him from playing e4. All right, so we have like a stonewall type structure now. I think this is good though, because I can maybe hold his knight hostage. Like if ever he moves this knight away from e4 or otherwise exchanges, it's very likely I'm going to get a nice piece into that square. Like my knight will come in. He's playing very quickly, but not particularly well. Like, I'm going to go a3 next move if he lets me, actually. I'll go here just to attack c3. No, let's go back. I don't want to trade with him. Let's just bring this over. We'll go a3. So I do this misdirection capture, and now he's got big problems. Because if he trades, I'm threatening rook b2 with disastrous consequences. I mean, the way he played was like way too passive. You can't play like that. It was like he never made an active move this entire time. The threatening knight takes f2 now. Okay, he's going to go for a Hail Mary attack on the king side. Let's just do this, just to shut down any counterplay. We'll go here. I'm threatening rook takes h2 mate. For h1, I can do this. Now I'm threatening this again. All right, back to tournament. So we won that one. Ron Depp and Dorp. Dorp has come storming back after losing the first round. If you're going to lose, it might as well be the first round because you don't want to mess up a real nice doubling streak later. Okay, we have an opponent who plays the orangutan. b4 on move 1. So let's do the standard development scheme that I like to employ. I just think it's very easy to play and pretty good for black too. Let's go rook e8. Now we have a QGD-like structure. Let's go b5 and try to make it difficult for him to advance on the queen side. Okay, we'll take that. I'm thinking jump the knight into c4. This is a nice benefit we have. And then a5 coming is pretty nice. If he moves this knight, I can go knight d2. It's possible. Okay, let's just win this pawn. We'll go back with the bishop. Maybe queen e7 next move. Okay, well, I'll let him take there if he wants. Because now we get two connected passed pawns on this wing. These are going to have a life of their own very soon. He can go knight f5, but I think I just move. Let's just go here just to make sure knight f5 doesn't bother us too much. We'll go here, maybe trying to go rook a2 next move. Let's go queen c4. I'm kind of eyeing this rook. I'm actually threatening bishop takes g3 now. And rook a2 is coming. So, okay, if I take it, he's going to take with his bishop. That's his point. Okay, now I have c2. He resigned. Back to tournament. We're in the lead, 16 points. Who is up next? 58 players in. Pretty good. Tony hit a snag, it looks like. He might have lost his first game. Berserker against John. Oh, he is living up to his name. I'm just flattered that you guys create lichess accounts in my honor, basically. So this Berserker is, yeah, he's taking out half his time, and he's trying to beat me that way. So a noble strategy, Berserker against John. I think it's a little bit flawed. I don't know. You're down a piece. You've already used about 1/3 of your time. If you play Queen F3, I have Rook takes H2. I'm sorry, man. Oh, that's good. That might be my favorite new account. I mean, Finn's Fangirl and Finn's Fanboy. Finn's Fangirl and Finn Fan's Boy are pretty original, but Berserker against John, that might take the cake. All right, so we're playing this guy again, Chess Nightmare. Looks like the pairings have worked out as such where, again, we're meeting this high-rated player. Let's go H3, and then if he takes, I'll take with a C pawn. If he plays A6, I'm going to go A4, like ASAP, just to stop him from going B5. Now, I want to bring my knight into C4. He's going to play knight E5 more than likely, and then you go knight A3 to stop him from exchanging. This is the entire plan. And he still has trouble playing B5. I'll go king H2, just defend G3. This is pretty typical for a Benoni formation. I happen to think this looks really good for me. He can play B5, but now I get my knight in, and I'm attacking the C6 square. So I think I'm happy to do this, in fact. Maybe Rook A6, I'll hold that pawn. I think this looks pretty good. E5, let's go knight D5. See if I can really entrench a pawn there. He can trade rooks, but this pawn on C6 is going to give him some serious grief for the rest of the game. I mean, it's so strong that like I might be able to just trade queens and almost win the position based on that alone. Let's play bishop b2 and try to swap. Okay. How to do this now? I want to bring my rook somewhere. Maybe I get my queen into b7. I don't know. Let's go here. We'll just take that. He can play knight g4. Let's just bring this over. We're having to bring this back for defense a little bit. My c-pawn could go at any time. Oh, that's an annoying move to face. I'm winning his rook now, but maybe it's not an issue. We'll see, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna get mated. Back to tournament. Okay, I lost a game, so we gotta adjust our strategy now. We're playing Hoppa. I'm not gonna go berserk yet. I might just wait and see. Even though we lost that one game, I think it's still okay. That was too bad because we had a great position that game too. All right, let's take this pawn. Put the bishop on b7 and play knight bd7. Yeah, I let that one get away from me totally. Was looking great. Okay, he lost a piece there. Let's take that knight. Maybe we can hold on to that a2 pawn. I don't know. We'll go here. All right. So now his rook is going to hang on f1. Knight g5. Well, let's just take stuff. He can threaten mate, but we easily defend against that threat. Bishop c4, holding the knight. And we'll put the bishop on d5. Let's go bishop e7, just develop. He can take on h7, but he decided not to. All right, we're still in first despite that loss. Chess Nightmare is gaining quickly, though. He's got 20 points. 21 for Aurora Chess. Freestyler. Okay, we got to get back into a doubling streak. Let's play bishop f5. We can do that against h3. h3 is pretty innocuous. Let's go bishop d6. We'll go h6 now. I feel like I play this setup all the time, but... And a lot of opponents do this, too. They bring the knight to h4, and then they bring it immediately backward. Let's go back here. I don't know if he's just trying to exchange. Maybe we can take advantage of that. This break in the center is pretty programmed. Black does this quite often. I'm just going to castle and put my rook on e8. Nothing special. I can take that. Whoa, that was a mouse slip. Total mouse slip right there. Meant to take the pawn on a5. Whoops. All right, so this should make things interesting now. Maybe I can get a couple. Oh, his queen was hanging too for a second. I didn't see that. What a sloppy game from both of us, huh? Very, very sloppy game. All right, I have a ton of pawns, so I'm just going to trade queens. I feel okay about doing this. Let's bring the knight into b3. He can trade knights by playing knight d4. I think I actually stand a good chance of winning this game still. Yeah, definitely. Maybe I can get pawn d4 in sometime soon. His rook is hanging. I'm just missing stuff right now, guys. This is just really bad. I'm kind of rattled by that last game. So it makes for good entertainment, though, when I'm like not playing bullet at 100%. All right, we'll take him. Take him too. We'll just pin him. All right, back to tournament. Ooh, boy, it's heating up. So about half the time is gone from the tournament. We're playing DV Razor, not an opponent I can... Oops, I meant to play D5, but DV Razor, not an opponent I can berserk against, unfortunately. Let's play C5 against this dude. See if he plays D5 or not. He does this. So now I can, if he keeps taking, I can take on E4. And I've got a lot of pressure here, is the point. Okay, let's do this. We'll just develop. Let's take here. Attacking his rook. I guess we'll just, I don't know. Let's check. And then we'll take on D6 next move, I guess. Trying to get to some sort of reasonable position. I think this is all right, all things considered. Okay, let's play H6, get his knight out of there. Let's do this. My bishop is pretty good. Oh, he dropped a rook. Let's do this and then try to trade, and I can go after his pawn on A2. So we're doing well. Again, I just got to make sure that I don't fall for anything, because I have been falling for tricks this session. Okay, what is going on now? Let's just retreat this. You can play knight f6, but I just run my king. Let's do this. Probably should cut his king off. So we're in an endgame now. Let's see the endgame skill in action. How is this going to go? Let's go here. All right, let's just secure the draw first. Always got to make sure you get that draw secured. Oh, back to tournament. Okay, I drew that game, apparently. Not doing too well this session. Still, though, I'm tied for first. Unfortunately, Rondep is on a doubling streak. Chess Nightmare again. Seriously? Wow. Just a little surprised. Okay, let's play E3. I mean, it's nice to play the high-rated guys, but when it comes down to like playing quickly, it's not something you want to see like every game. Know what I mean? Okay, let's retreat this. I'm threatening the pawn on D4. Let's actually go here. This is maybe somewhat tricky. Can I take that pawn? Probably not. He might pin me if I do that. Let's go here. Play for C5. Could play bishop E7, perhaps. If he does that, I think I'll go back to C4. Wait, what? I don't understand that move. Okay. Let's just do this. He can check me. I think I can take here. If he trades, I'll have mate threat on G7 going. Let's go back with the knight. I'm threatening bishop takes H6 now. Okay, that was a hang of a queen. Not one of Chess Nightmare's better games. Back to tournament. So that helps because we knock him down a peg. Still, though, Ron Depp is gaining on us pretty quickly. I guess Chess Nightmare and I just have games that are ending roughly around the same time. So, waiting for a game, 10 minutes remaining in the tournament. I'm going to take a sip of chamomile tea. All right, who we got now? Aurora Chess. I think this guy was up towards the top of the standings. Let's see if they play anytime soon. See, this is one of these variables that's like outside your control. I mean, theoretically, your opponents could take up to 30 seconds to make their first move in these tournaments, and you have no control over when that'll happen, and that's just tournament time ticking down for you. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of an unfortunate factor that you can't do anything about, because obviously you want to try to play games quickly and you want to win as quick as possible, and that sometimes doesn't happen. So, okay, let's go for b4. I'm a little worried he might like trap my dark square bishop somehow, but we're just playing to open the position right now. Let's go bishop here. I want to go knight b5. I still can. I'm attacking this, and maybe I can get my knight into c7 as well. Okay, let's take this pawn, though. That looks pretty good. So now I'll have to take here just because he's threatening to trap me with g5. Okay, I can do this, and if he takes my pawn, I have queen d5 check. He fell for it. So now I'll play rook b7 next move, more than likely. I mean, he could try to mount like a desperate counterattack or something, but it's not going to work. Let's just simplify. We'll just cut his king off too, if ever he wants to get back towards the B or A files. All right, back to tournament. I think next one is going to start a doubling streak. Heptagon, though, is gaining quickly, and he's berserking too. All right, let's do, where's the berserk button? All right, this is a bold move. We'll see how this pans out. It might not pan out. It could, though. We'll see. I'm making liberal use of the pre-move button right now. Oh boy, stuff like that can happen. He caught me pre-moving. All right, let's go here. I'm going to try to take that pawn on c5. He might bring his knight into d5 and check me, though. So let's bring this back. This is going to be tough. If he takes, I win his, I win something. Let's pre-move that. Let's go here. If he goes bishop c7, I had something against that. Let's go g4. Maybe knight e5 next. It's hard to win when you're like berserking. Let's go here. Let's just go back with our bishop. Try to follow his king around a little bit. I'm telling you, the berserk stuff is really tough. Ooh, that's a rook. We'll go here. It's just a time scramble now. Let's take. Now I get to do this. Whoa, boy, that was not good. Still looks like I'm going to win, though. Maybe. He's pre-moving like crazy. All right, now I'm going to mate him. All right, back to tournament. The berserk maybe paid off. I have 35 points against Heptagon. We have 6 minutes remaining in the tournament. Let's see who we get paired against next. So I've given up a loss and a draw this time around. Chessex, let's berserk this game. Wait, don't hit the resign. Where's the berserk? Okay, let's do this. I'm in the lead, but I'm not comfortable with this. So that's why we're going to play like this. Also, it makes for very entertaining viewing, right? I gotta try to win quickly. How can I win as fast as possible in a hedgehog structure? That's not easy to do. Okay, we're going to go for e5. We're going to open this baby up. He did it for us, kind of. Let's go knight in. Let's hide our king, just so no bishop b6 bothers us. And we're going to get stuff going against his king. That's what we're going to do. Give a check. Pretty much has to play bishop f7. Unfortunately, my bishop on e2 is hanging a little bit. I'll take it. Rook f5 looks pretty good. He gives I give a check. Gotta back off though. I need to attack that. I need to attack on the g file somehow. It's not easy though. This is really pretty difficult. h5 coming. Let's take that. Okay, we'll give a check there. I'm just totally pre-moving right now. All right, got it. So we won with the berserk there. I'm at 40 points. I'm not going to berserk this game because this opponent is 2172. That would be a foolish endeavor to berserk right now. He's playing a well-known system that allows black to make a lot of pre-moves. Let's go a4. Whoops, meant to play a4. Let's go d5. He's probably going to lock it up now. Maybe not. Okay, now I can play for c5 now. Let's go f3. Really would like to play for c5. Let's go here. Remains to be seen if I can pull off the c5 move. I'm going to attack his a5 pawn, though, multiple times. d6 is kind of weak, too. So I'll be looking for an opportunity to attack that. h4, yeah, that's a bit annoying. He can play knight h7 now, maybe. Let's go here. Maybe I'll try to work my my rook into this square. That might be a better way to play this. Try to go rook in. Oh yeah, this is good. I think I've got everything defended. The h-pawn. Drop the h-pawn. That was not good. But still, I've got everything defended. And I think with his rook being somewhat out of action, just have to watch the c-pawn. That's about it. Just advance this guy. He can take on f3, but that's all right. Okay, we can go here. Now I'm threatening to promote at almost all times. All right, Chess Nightmare is really gaining on us. We have 2 minutes left. Boy, it really depends on who we play next game. Axioms and proof. I'm not going to berserk this one. I'm just going to try to win. I think with the 2-point lead, it doesn't make sense to berserk here. But it could come down to whether we both get another game in. That's what it could really depend on. Let's see if he'll trade. He does not. I'm going to go for a quicker checkmate. My queen is getting a little off sides right now. What is that move about? Maybe I had bishop h3 instead. Let's go here. Let's see if I can confuse him. And I did. I have a windmill. Okay, back to tournament. We're going to get one more game in. Oh, sweet, I have a 6-point lead. All right, so as long as I don't completely blow my next game, I should be in good shape. Ron Depp. Ron Depp gave us a pawn early on. Let's go bishop g5. Let's take... Whoa! I meant to take with a pawn. I really did. Horrible. The amount of mistakes I've made with the mouse this session have been pretty high. It's been an unfortunate session with the mouse. I'm still going to do my best to win this game, obviously. Let's go knight e5. Let's play queen b3, sure. Can maybe go knight a5. Okay, I can take that. If he takes with the... Okay, he's going to take that way. Let's take that pawn. Sure. We'll do this just to try to back him off. We'll try to get the rook into c6 as well. I'm relying on this d-pawn to do some damage. Ooh, he missed that his rook was hanging. That was a big time miss by him. Ooh, we got lucky in this one, guys. We got very lucky in this one. All right. Return to tournament. Can we get one in? Oh, it finished. I won by 2 points over Chess Nightmare. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't looking good because of that loss I had in the middle there, and I had to start a doubling streak over. And as soon as I started the doubling streak, I think I had a draw. So closer tournament than usual, but we got a great turnout, 76 players, and I was able to make use of the Berserk button on a few occasions. So yeah, that was a real fun one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more bullet action. Talk to you guys later. Bye.